to start this day one off right. We're going to get down to doing some polishing today. Got some charters coming up this weekend, and let's just say I need that boat clean because it's going to get dirty. So we got a couple other things. I got to replace the live well pump. I'm going to plumb the starboard side to be a live well as well. It's already got the drain. It just needs that fitting and then the tee off the pump. So we're going to go ahead and get that done. I'm going to pull apart this Lenco and see if we can't figure out what's going on with the trim tab. And then we're just going to be polishing the rest of the day. So I'm going to get to it. I'm going to go and change. Alright guys, so all this stuff was purchased locally at Harbor Freight because my Lowe's and my Home Depot really don't carry anything. So we're going to try these. I know they're supposed to be wool, but all I could find was the fleece polisher bonnets. So these just slip over your buffer pad. I have a 7-inch foam here, medium, and then I have a 7-inch fine foam here too. I'm kind of just going over between the two for the finish. So we're going to use the fine foam on one side, and then we're going to use the fleece on the other side. So we're just going to see. So one side, you can obviously tell here, this is the chalky side. So first step, we're using our one-step compound from Meguiar's here. This is a cleaner and a polish, so this is basically your 2 steps in one. So that's why you want to use a medium and not a very aggressive pad, is what I've learned. Now correct me guys if I'm wrong in any of this stuff. I picked up a nice fresh pack of microfibers because you're going to go through a bunch of them. And then our final step is going to be also Meguiar's, the Mirror Glaze, the Ultra Pro finishing. So this is going to be what's going to be going on this or the fleece, depending on what side. We're going to see what side comes out better. And then obviously we have our Brasso here for all the metals, the steering wheel, rod holders. I hit the prop up. Also, I went through one of the Lencos yesterday from a good video. I'm going to try and tag it because there's not enough videos on YouTube for taking these apart. I ended up buying a new one and not needing it because I was able to fix just a simple gear that was stuck. The motor was fine, everything else was fine. So, all right, guys, well, I am going to get to it. I did the other side last night, kind of testing this pad out just to make sure that it's going to work, so I could bring this video to you guys today, just to kind of give you what I learned over the entire process, because this is a very daunting task. Trust me, I know. But as we get more time, you know, we want to save some more money, so we're going to try and do things ourselves here. But we're just going to put a nice, good amount of polish on buffer, and then I like to rub it in a little bit. Small sections, I'm normally going 2 or 3 feet at a time, just going to the bunch over here. So we're going nice low circle. I'm going to put a little bit more on because it is going to take a little bit the first time. That's what I noticed on the other side. Remove my oxidation. You can see that oxidation probably draining down. It's been probably about 8 months since it's got a hard pump. I use 4 or 5 but we'll be small circles. Make sure to get it off of any black plastics as well, because it'll just sit on there and it'll look like. You can see just after that little bit, probably 5 minutes total, even with the video, how shiny that looks compared to. And here's the line. How chalky that is compared to how chalky that is. It's almost a mirror finish just off the first step, and then we got one more step on top of that. Red and Rude with the fine yellow foam bare pad on the buffer with just the mirror glaze. And you can see the results. That looks pretty good. That was just one wrap all the way up and down, side to side. So that'll be good for protecting that with all the salt water. Probably about, I don't know, 4 hours of polishing on the Harbor Freight Chicago Electric buffer here. I can give it a pretty fair review now. It gets pretty fucking hot. The cooling thins, but I tell you what, as far as I've been using it, it's good to get into places. The knob can twist off and can go on both sides. The top part here gets extremely hot. Don't ask me how I know that. So the cooling probably could have been a little bit better. And as far as the controls go, when you're gripping it, sometimes you'll slide up and you'll hit one of the buttons, and if you hit the plus, it'll just rev up to, I don't know, 4,000 RPM. Just for a side note, we're running probably about 1,000 to 1,500 RPMs while doing the stripping and stuff. Alright guys, I'm gonna head in for the evening. It's been real, it's been fun, but it hadn't been real fun. The next morning. So I'm just kind of giving an overview of how it turned out. You can see the shine here on the corners. The metal's polished up really good. The pad's polished up. All of that glassing. Leave a comment about how it ends up after its first day on the water. But the inside polished up beautifully. I did not, however, do the non-skid because it was eating my pads up. So I'm gonna have to find a different method on doing the non-skid, which if anybody's watched anything on YouTube, those videos are very long and it's a very extensive process. So we'll stick with the woody wax for now. But pretty good shine all over. I'm very happy with it. Especially for a beginner like me doing it.